Just more proof that Big Pharma, and when I say Big Pharma, I use that as an umbrella term for counselors, therapists, all these medical so-called professionals, just more proof that they ruin your life, they loose demons on you, and they're not there to actually help you. You think that they're going to guide you in the way you should go. You think they're going to guide you to a healthier, happier life, but they're really just guiding you to be more selfish, more stupid, more docile, and feeling like you have to rely on man for the answers for everything. And you're not going to get the right answers. Thank you for showing this. I have a phobia of getting pregnant thanks to my mom telling me all my life that it was the worst experience of her life. Now I'm in my late 20s with my boyfriend, deciding if we want to have kids, so my therapist recommended watching videos and learning more about it. I'm still terrified, but I feel like I'm getting better. I hope I can get to a point where I can be as strong as you. The therapist is suggesting her to watch videos about pregnancy and birth and stuff, so that she'll be more confident getting impregnated by a man who's not even going to commit to her.
She belongs to the streets.
Wonderful. I was wondering, like, what is going on? It's like every single person I lay my eyes on that's in a relationship, they're living together, they're having sex, they're simulating marriage, but they never made the commitment. What is going on? Well, now we finally know. You notice everybody says you're supposed to have a therapist, you're supposed to have a counselor, you're supposed to go to the doctor, and the same people are getting this terrible advice to just do as thou wilt. Come on, man. It's the 90s. Do what you want. Come on, bro. Let's go surfing. These so-called professionals are telling you to do whatever you want, basically. But they try to package it in a way where you're being prepared and you're really taking charge when you're not. They put you on these little wild goose chases, and they love to give you homework so you feel like you're actually doing something, like you're actually making progress to improve your life, when you're actually making progress to ruin your life and loose demons on yourself, and you don't even realize it. You think you having tons of sex with some man you're not married to isn't going to cause you any trouble down the road? You got another thing coming. You hear these people say, live and let live, man. Let's just have fun. As long as you're not hurting anybody, just do what you want. And they always say it about these topics. What? If two men want to stick their thumbs in each other's butts all day and have a bunch of anal sex, well, they're not hurting anybody. They can do what they want. Two chicks want to be eating carpet all day. They just do what they want. They hurt nobody. If a man and a woman want to have premarital sex all day long and lust after people they don't even know and, this, that, and the other, you ain't hurting nobody. Yeah, you are, actually. Demons are real. You're loosing demons not just on yourself, but everyone around you. And it's causing issues. Demons lay dormant. I've said this in at least one documentary before. Demons lay dormant for a long time. If every time a demon entered you, you started foaming from the mouth and your head started spinning around like you're in The Exorcist, you would go to church and you'd knock it off. But no, they make you think you did everything right. If anything, you'll probably feel pleasure. You'll probably see some kind of improvement, or so-called, until it's too late. And then those demons manifest. 5-10 years after you decided to have a child with your boyfriend, your child might go through something horrible. Your child might have some serious mental issues that aren't really mental, they're spiritual. Your child might be suicidal. Maybe your husband will be suicidal. Maybe you'll be suicidal. Maybe for some reason your marriage is just crumbling if you finally do get married. Whatever might happen, you're not going to realize till it's too late. Then what are you going to do? Again, I remember my therapists, they were getting high with me, and they were telling me how to seduce and have sex with other women. They were ruining my life. They were helping loose demons on me, dude. But they came in so professional. They went to college. They look so good, and they speak so well, and they seem like they're so much more intelligent than you, so you have to listen to them, right? Same thing with all these other agendas going on. Well, I'm not a scientist or biologist. I didn't go to college, so I can't argue with these scientists coming out in the mainstream media telling me that climate change is the reason why my face lit on fire at 2 in the morning last night, or I can't argue when they say that whatophilia is natural and normal and it's good for the children somehow and whatever else they're going to come out with. How dare I argue with the overlords? No, in fact, you're probably more intelligent than them. There probably are no scientists. They just say that there are scientists finding this, that, and the other. But there probably is no scientific study. There probably are no real scientists that agree with any of this crap coming out now. But they say all this, and they put these actors on stage, like, what's his name? Neil deGrasse Tyson, whatever he or she's name is. They have these actors come up on stage who use a bunch of big words, intimidate you, make you feel like an idiot, and they try to make you believe something that's completely illogical. And even though deep down you're like, this just doesn't seem right. This just doesn't make any sense. You think, well, they're more intelligent than me. They went to a million years of college. What do I know? Meanwhile, you know more than them all along. People need to be speaking out. People need to be guiding each other, because government will never guide you in the right direction. Your therapist, your counselor, your doctor will not guide you in the right direction unless you find like the 0.1% out there that are actually Christians and are not going to prescribe you 99% of those medications and aren't going to give you 99% of the advice they've been told to give you in college. If you can find that gem, that needle in the gigantic haystack we have, then great. But even then, I'd be careful unless, you go to church with that doctor, you know for sure that they practice what they preach and they are on the right side. I still would have a lot of questions. And people get mad at folks like me trying to guide other ladies in the right direction because, no one else gave her any advice, any spiritual advice. No one said, hey, a child is a lifelong commitment. This is a human being. This isn't a little purse dog you want to buy. It's not a chihuahua. It's a child. And you probably want to have that child with a man who's going to, commit to you. So you don't end up being a single mother. And I'm the only one that said, get married first. Get right with Jesus Christ so your child can be healthy spiritually. Like I've said before, you see all these parents. I'm a good parent. I spend time with my child. My child eats 5 times a day and they get their diaper changed and they're happy and we play sports. But, we celebrate all these holidays. I take them trick-or-treating, dress them up as the devil. Let them watch whatever they want on TV, play with their Pokemon cards and, And then they wonder why. Why their child ends up depressed, suicidal, eating disorders, whatever. Because you did everything but care about their spiritual health, which matters more than anything else, in my opinion. It's okay if you might miss a meal sometimes if you're living in poverty. It's okay if you may not have the fanciest house. You may not have running water in your home. Maybe you live in another country and you gotta walk a mile or two to go get some water from the community spigot, the community well or whatever. You may live in a grass hut as a child. That's okay. You're gonna live. You're probably gonna be more thankful, more grateful, more wise, and more intelligent than a child who grew up with everything right there in their lap with a silver spoon down their throat, living in the nicest house, getting all the toys and all this, that, and the other, getting the so-called education everyone thinks is so great, which is actually just dumbing you down. A child brought up in the school of hard knocks is probably going to know more. Be street smart and book smart. You can be healthy and have a hard life. You can be healthy and not have things the way Americans think it should be, right? But the spiritual health is what really matters. And that is what parents too often avoid. They think they're great parents when they're destroying their children spiritually. And again, they don't realize it until it's too late. Why is my child suddenly so angry? Why are they biting me and lying and cheating and stealing money out of my purse? Why are they gothic now? Why are they emo. Why are they cutting themselves? Why do they say they hate me and I'm ruining their life? And what happened to my precious, sweet little angel that I've known all these years? Well, you ruin them spiritually. You focus too much on how many times they're eating, how many times they're sleeping, how many clothes they have, how many toys they have, how cold their air conditioner is, what fancy school they're going to, and on the surface, it looks good, but the devil is deceptive. Under the surface, you've got a problem brewing, and you ignored it for far too long. And people want to say I'm judgmental. People want to say I have no right to speak. I'm just trying to help. If I see you standing on the train tracks and the train's coming, I'm not going to just keep walking by. I'm going to at least scream and say, get off the freaking tracks, dude. You're going to die. I might even push you off the tracks, assuming maybe you're not in your right mind, and maybe you'll thank me later. Of course you're going to be pissed. If you think you're supposed to be on those tracks and there's no harm in being hit by a train because you're that much of an idiot, I'm going to be enemy number one for you. How dare I push you off those tracks? Maybe one day you'll thank me. Maybe I'm forever just a judgmental shrew. Whatever. Love you, bye.